I'm a fourth-generation American. The first in my family to come here was my great-grandfather in 1887. He came to America from Norway for a better life. I love it here because I'm able to live life to its fullest, and it's all I know.
Hi, my name is Kathy. I'm a second-generation American. My family came here from Sweden. They are my great-grandparents, and I believe they came here to farm. I love it here because this is my home.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm a third-generation American. It depends on who you're talking about in my family, why they came. In two cases, they came from Sweden and Norway. Because of the inheritance laws, they came to have a better life farming, more land. In another case, they came from Northern Ireland to escape religious persecution and therefore grinding poverty. And fourth, someone came to escape Kaiser Wilhelm's military draft.
And why do you like to live here in America?
Because I feel free. I have lived other places and I feel free here.
Hi, Linda Reinecke here. I am a third-generation German from Russia. My great-grandparents came here because they did not want to serve in the Russian military. I suppose you could call my ancestors draft dodgers. I love it in America because I can be Linda Reinecke.
Hi, I'm Cindy Skoge, and I am a third-generation American. My great-great-grandparents came over from Russia, and they came over to find religious freedom. I love it here because we are so blessed with so many different freedoms. It's awesome.
I am sixth-generation American. The first in my family to come here from Germany around about 1840 were Frederick and Mary Whitty. The story is that they came to America when Germany became overpopulated and the rich citizens paid the poorer citizens boat fare to come to America. Also, Germany, through its apprenticeship system, had a surplus of very skilled craftsmen, farmers, and tradesmen. These were in big demand in America as we progress towards the industrial age. My father's grandpa worked as a photographer for a studio photographer in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and was also a streetcar conductor there, prior to moving and homesteading in North Dakota. I love it here because of our freedoms.
Hi, my name is Jody Webb, and I'm going to answer some of the LSS questions. First question is, what generation of an American are you? And I am a zero-generation American. I am actually a Canadian citizen. I moved down here to the U.S. To be with my husband, who is American, and we decided to raise our family down here. And North Dakota is our home, and one of the reasons it is our home and that we value it is because it has that community feel.
I am a third-generation American. The first from my family to come here was my grandpa Fred. He came to America from Ireland because it was the land of opportunity. I love it here because I'm allowed the opportunity to choose what I do, where I live, and who I am.
Okay, and I'm a third-generation American. My ancestors came from Austria and Poland for economic reasons and also to avoid being forced to join the army. We believe that they didn't know where they would live or where they would work when they came to America. They ended up homesteading and farming in northwestern Minnesota. I love it here because I can be who I want to be and do what I want to do.
Elizabeth. I am a 10th generation American. My first family members to come here were my 7th great grandfather together with his parents, my 8th great grandparents. I'm not sure why they came here, although there's a great story that his daughter married a man, my 6th great grandfather, who had to flee prosecution in Germany for having killed a hare illegally. And I love it here because it's my home.
My name is Tess Rachinsky. My great-grandfather came to North Dakota after his family farm was burned down in his German community in Russia. He had to go through a port in Poland, and they changed his last name from Rather to Rachinsky. And so to this day, people assume that I'm Polish, but I'm actually German.
Okay, I'm the 14th generation of Larkins in the United States. The first Larkin that came to America came to Newport in 1639. So why he came, I have no idea. maybe the spirit of adventure. Maybe he was persecuted religiously. I have no idea. I love it here because it's a good place to live. And where else would I go?
Hi, I'm Steve Sellant, and I'm a fourth-generation American. My grandparents came from Germany and Denmark, all in a 20-year period starting in about 1860. They came because of the opportunities that they'd heard about from the friends and relatives that had come before them. I love this country because of the great opportunities, the freedom, and the quality of life.
Hi, I'm Jerry Lynch, and I am a fourth-generation American. My great-grandparents came across the ocean from Germany and Switzerland, basically. Most of them were from Germany, and they ended up in New Salem, North Dakota. Most of them were homesteaders. However, one of my great-grandfathers was a pastor, and he ended up in New Salem, and that's how, eventually, not right away, but ended up marrying into the family, I guess. So anyway, and I love America because of the democracy, the freedom, and the wide open spaces that we have.
I'm a first-generation American Canadian. My brother was the first one to come to America. He came because of school. I love America because of the freedoms we share.
So My American Journey by Andrea Lane. I'm a fourth-generation American, and originally my maternal great-grandparents, who were named Andrea and Canute, and yes, I'm named after my great-grandma, they lived in Mexico, and then in 1921 they traveled to Texas for work, and they found work there doing farming, and in the summer months they would travel to Minnesota to do farming as well. So summer in Minnesota, winter in Texas, and I love it here because, well, Fargo's been my home my whole life, and I have a large family, and the majority of my 30 cousins, I think I have 31st cousins now, live in the area or within like an hour of here. And I like the changing 4 seasons, and I'm not scared of winter. So those are just a few reasons why I stay.
My American journey, I'm not really sure. I think my one grandfather came from, or his parents came from Norway, but that's about all I know. And as far as what I love about this country, I do believe in the American dream, that if you're willing to work hard and make sacrifices, you can have a great life.
I am a third-generation American. The first in my family to come to America was my grandmother in 1911. She came to America because land was available and going quickly for her family to resettle and to farm. I love it here in America because of the freedom we have to make choices.
I don't know what generation I am. My ancestors came to the United States between the late 1600s to the early 1900s. I'm half German, a fourth Norwegian, and the other fourth is English, Scotch, Irish, Danish, Swedish. All of my ancestors came here for a better life. I love it here because it is a great place to live and a great place to raise your children.
I am a fourth-generation American. My great-great-grandparents on both sides came to the U.S. from Germany and Poland. They were seeking land along with religious freedom and better economic opportunities. And the things I love about this country are the beauty, the kindness of people, the wonder in everything, and the innovations that happen here.
I'm a 10th generation American. The first one in our family was named John Hoskins, who settled in eastern Kentucky in 1730. So he would have been like my 10th generation great-grandfather. He came over to America for a better life for him and his family. After he was here, he sent back for his wife and children, and they eventually settled in eastern Kentucky, where he was a horse breeder. I love living in America because I feel like we are truly blessed to live in such a great country.
I am a third-generation American. The first to come here from my family was my paternal great-grandfather, and he came from Gotland, Sweden. He came here to escape poverty. I love it here because diversity is encouraged and we're free to celebrate all people.